Ladies and gentlemen, the bros are back. We're about to break it down. It's me, your host, James. And one of the boxes to my side is Big Steve-O. What up, Steve-O?
What's up, my Juggalos and Juggalettes?
Whoop, whoop. And speaking about the king of all the Juggalos, the one, the only, the Dalai Lama. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Hi, everybody. I'm just chilling right now. Life is good.
Dalai Lama, do you even know what a Juggalo is?
I know what a jug is, but
No,
that's about it.
No, a Juggalo. Do you know what a Juggalo or a Juggalette is?
Actually, what is it? What the hell is a Juggalo? I guess that's the male version of it.
Well, you figured out what the ed is. Steve-O, you want to tell them what Juggalos are or Juggalettes?
Yeah, it's the fan club of the Insane Clown Posse.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. And they turned it into, there's the thing every year called the Gathering of the Juggalos, which is like it's a giant outdoor like music and art festival in the middle of Ohio or Pennsylvania.
It's Ohio.
Okay, I knew it was somewhere.
They actually won one year. I think it was in Indiana.
Yeah, I think it was like traveling for a little bit, and then they just kind of settled on like it's like in the woods, and like everybody does face paint, and they all drink Faygo soda.
Whoop, whoop.
You know what? It is a clown world. Yeah, I'll be with this.
I feel like Kev would like the Insane Clown Posse.
I think Dalai Lama would love the Gathering of the Juggalos because he paints his face and everyone just gets high and tries to bang each other out, like all the women and men. Like I've heard it through the years. I mean, like back in the day on the Howard Stern show, like it was great. Whoop 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 whoop. And I can't believe Dalai Lama doesn't know what a Juggalo is. He pulled out a jug of water. Whoop whoop. Well, either way, Dalai Lama, you're the best. But Steve-O, kick it off. What are we talking about, man?
So I don't know if you guys have seen this or, so the Olympics obviously were supposed to happen last year in Tokyo, Japan. And obviously it didn't happen because of COVID. Thanks a lot, China. There goes our monetization.
Chinese virus.
Yeah, right. Chi-con bastards.
There goes our 15 cents.
So they decided to postpone it until this upcoming summer because we're on the same seasons as Japan because they're in the Northern Hemisphere also. So because of the ongoing pandemic, Japan's still kind of like, I don't know if we want to do it. I don't know if we want to do it. Well, the state of Florida has opted. Let me read this to you. So Florida's chief financial officer on this past Monday told the International Olympic Committee that the state would be more than happy to host the Olympic Games amid speculation that the host nation of Japan will back out. So Florida doesn't give a shit about the COVID virus. They're all open. They have stadiums. They allow people. They're like, yeah, dude, we'll do it.
So it's
a beautiful state.
So what you're trying to say is that right now, Florida wants to see if they can host the Olympics instead of Japan.
Correct, because they're willing to have athletes in stadiums. They're all open air. It's all outdoors. It's warm in Florida already. They already have people in venues. They don't care.
I'm sure they can request, but at the same time, like, is that even feasible because of how little time we have left? Like, you'd have to switch so much around, and you'd also have to have all those countries agree to go to Florida.
Well, what they would do, I would assume, if they've already agreed to go to Japan, and Japan doesn't want to do it, all these athletes are already trained for an additional year. What's the difference if they fly to Florida as opposed to fly to Japan?
And then that's a good point. But then there's also all those security risks. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd have to do the COVID security testing. You'd have to isolate everybody.
Yeah.
Well, then it's Florida because they don't isolate anybody.
No, they have tons of hotels.
Perfect state.
Maybe they should just...
Florida's a big state. They have how many college football stadiums? They have how many NFL football stadiums? They have indoor facilities with 2 hockey teams, like 3 basketball teams. They don't care. And if they're going to limit the number of fans, Florida's fine with that. It's all about just having the games and letting the athletes compete. So as long as the athletes are all, quote unquote, in a bubble, then what's the difference?
You know what? I like the idea. Why not?
Yeah, and it's the Summer Olympics, so it's going to be hot. They're right on the water, no matter where you are in Florida.
Yeah, why not? I guess maybe now would be the best time. I mean, I feel bad for the Summer Olympians. It's like...
But what you do is you just push Japan to the next one and you just push everybody back because they've only...
you can't do that. They already have it allocated for like the next 8 years.
Yeah,
so you just push everybody back a session.
Well, either that or just like, Japan pretty much already forfeited their rights. Yeah. So you just keep going. You know,
Exactly. They already pushed it back 1 year already. So what's the difference? At least let these athletes compete.
That's true. But I mean,
I love the Olympics.
I
Personally.
just think it would be, Florida is the state which financially is doing the best out of the entire nation here.
Florida doesn't give a shit.
Now, if you put the Olympics there, man, cha-ching, bro. I'm all for it. The more I think, I obviously didn't know about this, so it's like, if you bring in the Olympics to Florida and you kind of bubble them up, kind of.
Which they kind of already do in some sport, like basketball, they did the bubble. Hockey, they did the bubble. Baseball, they did the bubble.
Well, I was going to say for the Super Bowl, Tampa Bay just announced today a mandatory outdoor mask mandate because they're saying they don't want it. They didn't want to make it mandatory, but because they know it could be a super spreader event, let's just take some precautions. So if you're outside, you got to wear a mask, but once you come inside, you don't have to. Well, to a restaurant or something,
Yeah, I mean, most of the time you have the Olympic Village with all the athletes anyway. It's a giant orgy in there anyway. So what's the difference?
That's true.
If they're all in a bubble. Who cares?
Lots of STDs in the Olympic Village.
That's why they go. Do you know they go through more condoms at the Olympic Village every year than like they sell in like the entire world?
Yeah, I know. I think that's insane, but cool.
What Olympics was it? I think it was the one in Rio. They actually ran out of condoms within the first week and had to get more.
I think it was the one in Greece.
Was it the Greece? I knew it was one of the Summer Olympics, but I don't remember which one it was.
You might be right because I think they were saying it was Greece while they were in Rio, so I wouldn't be surprised.
They're just making
if it didn't change.
Super athlete babies. Just
yeah, man. That's like nonstop. By the way, Steve, I'm gonna be real. I'm not sure if Dalai Lama agrees. It sounds like your microphone's in a windstorm.
It's right here. I'm sorry. Hello.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
It sounds like your mic. You have an electric fan close to you.
I think it's rubbing against your shirt a little bit.
I'm gonna hold it out a little bit.
Yeah, that's definitely why. Go ahead, move around a little bit. Let's do some live audio checks. Yeah, that's what it is.
Check. Okay, let me see if I can do this.
Yeah, it's rubbing across your shirt. Yeah.
How's that?
Oh, you're fine now.
My beard too.
No, it's definitely your shirt.
I mean, I can try without the headphones.
Your beard's not that big, Holmes.
It doesn't. I need to shave it though.
It's all good. Dalai Lama, what do you think, man? You think the Olympics should be in Florida this summer?
There's no downsides to not for us anyway. There's no downside for us. Fuck it, let's go.
That's it. Dalai Lama just said it right. The Olympics needs to be moved to Florida this year because I feel bad for the athletes. Steve-O, you're right. They really need to do that. That's it.
No,
it's in our time zone, so we don't have to wake up at 4:00 in the morning to watch events.
Just like Atlanta. That's great.
And the thing is, it's either that or they just straight up cancel the Olympics, and it's good. Why cancel the whole fucking thing for these guys?
Yeah, I don't see any other countries stepping up.
Ooh, USA. I like that.
Especially one of the freest states on the union, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I can't argue with that. The more I think about it, the more I like the idea. Florida Olympics 2021.
Is it 100% official that Japan is 100% backing out, or is it still up in there?
No, they're still up. It's still up in the air, but Florida's like, dude, we'll do it. Like, just give us the yes, and we'll do it.
Goodness.
Yeah. Well, so it's unanimous. Yeah, let it happen. Either this happens or it gets canceled. Screw being canceled.